Hey, what's up, you guys? Tom is back with another Linsense video, and the wifey is here again. This time she doesn't have a fragrance of her own to smell, but she can definitely help me out with two of them that I just recently picked up. Now, one was actually a bought fragrance from the wife. She actually purchased it with her own money. I can't believe it. And the second one is a fragrance I found at TJ Maxx today. Now, was just looking in the women's section and came across the fragrance. I had a few different notes that kind of intrigued me, so I decided to pick it up. So we shall start right there. Now, before I get into those fragrances, I just want to say we are getting close to 400. Once we get there, somebody is going to get a full new bottle of Cremo Palo Santo body wash. Brand new fragrance. Brand new soap, body wash, okay? You're not getting the fragrance because I actually like it a lot. So, but you will get a free bottle of the body wash. So you can't beat that. Don't have to go to the store to go smell good. I'll send it to you, all right? So, that being said, let's get into the fragrance. And we'll start off with that one that I found at TJ Maxx. And this is called Elizabeth and James Amethyst. And her hand is up.
Is that a woman's fragrance?
Well, it was in the women's section. However,
is it for me?
The notes in here kind of caught me off guard. So it is Elizabeth and James. Now, I didn't know what the heck Elizabeth and James was until I just looked it up. Basically, Elizabeth is the, I think she's the older sister of Elizabeth and Kate, the Olsen twin sisters. Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. So she is the, I'm not sure if she's the older sister or the younger one, but they also have an older brother named James. So that's how they came up with this fragrance, Elizabeth and James. So those are both the siblings of the two twins, the successful twins. Man, the Elizabeth James, she's in a few movies too that I've seen a while back. I forgot what the names were, but I remember it. But hell, I love Full House. Full House is funny as hell. How they made that new one without the Michelle is kind of, I hate the new one. It sucks. But here we go. So yes, definitely it's a women's fragrance. The box looks like a woman's fragrance as well. Now this was $19 at actually Marshall's this time, I think. Yep. Nope, TJ Maxx. So here we go. TJ Maxx. Okay, we got Elizabeth James Nirvana. This is a Amethyst. So what made them think that, you know, throwing tobacco, honeysuckle, and cedar in here makes it Amethyst? I don't know. So we shall see. I think this was a 3.4 ounce bottle. Actually, nope, it's a 1.7. It's actually kind of hard to see how big it was, but you can see there's some kind of indentation right here. I didn't actually see that, so I might have to go get my eyes checked. But here we go.
That's a pretty bottle.
It's a pretty little bottle. The cap is kind of flimsy, doesn't stay in place, so don't grab it by the cap or shake it like a maraca, or else it will come apart. But here we go. On the side, they got that Nirvana, Elizabeth and James. Let me flip that upside down. I kind of dig that. That's pretty cool like that. To have this whole thing pretty much sleek and nothing on there except for on the sides. You get their names right there. Nothing on this side but Elizabeth James there. And then on the bottom, you got your batch code. This is a EDP. Again, the notes are pretty simple. Honeysuckle, tobacco, and cedar. So it should be a nice tobacco, floral, and then woody fragrance. Now, usually you hear those, you think of men fragrance. So I'm kind of excited to test this out. You know, I'm definitely down to wearing a female fragrance if it smells good.
He wants to be out here smelling like flowers and citrus.
Okay. Like in the air, well, I didn't get real close to it yet. It is like a, it's almost like a sweet tobacco. I'm not getting like it's not like a cigarette smoke or chewing tobacco. It's a light tobacco, that honeysuckle, and this nice floral take on it as well. But then I think I'm getting a little bit of that cedar wood in here as well. Did say there were some spices in here. Not sure, maybe some saffron, maybe some cinnamon or anything like that.
Sounds like Italian spice.
maybe something Italian, maybe some sage. It's a nice Italian one, or some, not oregano or anything like that. So maybe sage or some other stuff going on there. Let me smell that one more time. Okay, so it is definitely a sweet tobacco. It's almost kind of like powdery, floral. Now man, I seen those notes and I was so excited. I was like, man, maybe I found one of those woman fragrances that just scream men. But that one doesn't, you guys. It actually does lean more towards the feminine side of things, if I must admit. However, what you could do is kind of layer this with something, maybe with like a nice, maybe if you got a nice leather type fragrance, you layer that with that. And you kind of get this sweet floral tobacco leather to kind of make it a little bit more manly. I think that would help. But for right now, I'm digging this fragrance. It's a pretty decent fragrance. It's not groundbreaking, right? Do you think? Yeah. But is it good?
It is good.
I like it. Let me smell it one
like
more time.
That's all it is good though.
Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like a sweet tobacco, the florals, and this nice little take on it. Again, it's not earth-shattering, groundbreaking. However, maybe if you layer this with something else, maybe something of, you know, the fragrance I did earlier, maybe a cherry fragrance, something to kind of spruce it up a little bit, maybe something leathery. This could definitely turn into a man fragrance, but this is definitely women in my eyes. Again, nice bottle. However, since this is named after the not so famous ones, maybe that's why it's not that good. So there you go. That is that Nirvana James. That is that Amethyst. Hands up.
Do I get to have that one?
You smell it one more time. Oh, by the way, the wifey is representing the Packers because they're going to kick some ass tomorrow. Yeah, you really don't smell it that much from the bottle. So I'm assuming the projection is not that good. I smelled a little bit of florals when I first sprayed it. Really didn't get the tobacco until I got close enough to smell it. But this is an okay fragrance. For $20, it's okay just for that price. Other than that, if you spent a little bit more on this, I don't think it's worth all that. So definitely look in the discounter stores for this one if you really want something different. Again, tobacco, honeysuckle, and cedar in that one. Next up is the one the wifey bought me. You know, she's owed me a fragrance for probably the last 2 or 3 months, and she finally buckled down and got me one. Now, she did give me a $70 limit, and I was kind of hesitant on some things that I wanted to get, but if you guys remember the video I did not too long ago on Calvin Klein's Reveal, I said it kind of had this little licoricey smell to it, so I was looking up some licoricey notes, some star anise and some fennel, and I found one that had those notes right at the top, so it kind of really caught me off guard, so I wanted to check this one out, and this is that Carolina Herrera 212 VIP Black. This is a EDP as well. Man, I like Carolina Herrera fragrances. The original is one of my favorites. That's kind of one of the fragrances that got me into the fragrance game, but man, this bottle is very nice. It's thick. It's heavy. It's a heavy bottle. Very heavy. See what the cap is like. The cap, not so heavy, but it's a nice cap. I like how they just kept it
simple.
Nice and simple. Time to come match. It does click into place. I don't think you can shake it. You could actually, just don't do it too hard. Batch codes down there. This is a tester. Again, you guys, don't be scared to buy testers, you know, just because it doesn't come in the fancy box. Most testers will come full. If anything, they might be missing one spray, but for the most part, they are mostly full. They just come in this flimsy box, okay? You don't get the cool black box that it probably would come in, so.
But that box really isn't that bad.
It's not that bad. I mean, you're not keeping the box anyways, you know, if you are, you know, who cares, but it's not like you're displaying the box anywhere, so. Let's see what this smells like. Again, with this one, I think we do have some star anise, some fennel, some, I think there was some other stuff in here that gave it this licoricey smell too. But, here we go. I'm all over the place today.
We almost had a broken candle. It started to roll. Oh, I like that. I like that one a lot. And not just because I bought it. I didn't even know what I bought.
Okay. So with that one kind of comes off sweet at first. However, I was hoping to get more of a licoricey smell, which I'm not really getting that much of, even with the first two notes saying star anise and fennel, which are a licoricey type fragrance notes and stuff like that.
Thank God. You don't want that licoricey smell. Well, he probably likes it.
I mean, it's okay. It's very nice fragrance. It wasn't what I was expecting. I wanted it to have that sweet licoricey type smell. It doesn't have that at all to me. It's nice and spicy though. It has a nice, warm, spicy, sweet. It's got vanilla and musk at the end too as well, so that should give it this nice freshness at the end with that little bit of vanilla. But it's a pretty decent fragrance. I'm not going to say this is a wow fragrance or a must-have. Maybe for the bottle. The bottle is very nice. Guys, again, I really like this bottle. However, yeah, when I first sprayed it, it was a little sweet. But not that licoricey smell that I was hoping for. I was hoping for that kind of like that NyQuil smell, or maybe that Jägermeister smell. A little bit of that, maybe with some other stuff working for it. Not really getting that. Getting this nice little lavender though. This kind of like this floral thing working on here.
Let's see. I can smell like a candy.
It's probably
floral,
again that
floral.
sweetness with that florals, giving it that sweetness, and then that floral kind of giving it this fresh smell as well. But like I said, it just wasn't that licoricey smell that I was hoping for. I was hoping for maybe to smell a lot of licorice and then maybe some like florals to kind of freshen it up, but not really getting licorice on that one, or any kind of fennel. If you guys ever smelled fennel, it pretty much smells like licorice. Get some fennel seeds, but it is like a sweet floral. Again, this one probably not the greatest. But maybe it, I'll come back to it, maybe do a revisit on this one and see what it's like. But for right now, then and there, if I was to give that a 1 to 5, I would give that one about a 3. And then what did you have a question?
So, isn't this a lesson that you should just let me buy things at my own discretion and my own time?
I should, but she took forever, and then she was getting sick of me like asking about it, so she just actually gave me her credit card. Was like, buy whatever you want. And I had a $70 limit, which I should have bought another fragrance. That way, maybe I would have had at least one winner, because I only paid $48 for this one, so not that bad of a, total. If this was like $70 or $80, I really would have been a little bit, but, it's not super bad, okay? It's not bad at all. It's just not what I was expecting. I was expecting this licoricey, this Jägermeister type smell, maybe a little sweet with some like musk and that vanilla and stuff, that lavender. But I'm just not getting it. So, with that being said, again, this is a 3 for now. But if we revisit it, maybe it could be like something more. Maybe I'll give this some time to, work on me a little bit. But for now, first impressions, it's about a 3 out of 5. This, about 2.5 out of 5. It's just right there in between. So, man, don't you just hate that when you get two fragrances that you kind of have high hopes for, and they just kind of
both suck,
disappoint a little bit? Let me smell that one again. Now let me try something real quick, okay? Because you got some good skin. You got to take a shower anyways, okay? Let me try one little trick. Let's see if this will work. Okay?
I think that, can I be honest?
Watch this. Watch.
With this fragrance, I think it smells like spaghetti.
This one?
Yeah.
Spaghetti?
Yeah, it has a spaghetti, like, the after scent smells like spaghetti to me. Like the seasoning and spaghetti. I don't know.
Ooh, when you first sprayed, it's a lot of alcohol. So, let me try one thing real quick. Look at this. Look at this maneuver. I'm doing 2 at once, okay? Let that dry down a little bit.
I'm getting spaghetti when I smell it.
Spaghetti. Never heard that in the fragrance, but maybe the oregano and spaghetti. Maybe that's what she's getting, but I don't know. I don't know. Tomato sauce is a note. So that is one that you don't want to try. Okay, that didn't work. As much as I wanted it to work, that didn't work. Is what I'd like. That actually kind of made it worse, to be honest. So do not mash these 2 up. It won't work. It doesn't smell good.
A locker room.
It smells like a disaster waiting to happen, which it pretty much. Let me try smelling it one more time. Maybe it's kind of dried down to something nice. Nah. So don't do that, you guys. That was not good at all. So don't try that. Other than that, man, 2 letdowns, but hey, I'm here for you guys, so if anyone wants this, I'm willing to trade. No, I'm just kidding. She just bought it from me. She'd be pissed.
See,
but I'm going to get up out of here.
Don't buy him fragrances.
But I am going to get up out of here. I'm definitely going to revisit this 212 at another date.
Maybe that should be your 400 subscriber winner.
Maybe. Maybe this could be 500, okay? When we get to 500, this one maybe, okay? We will see. But there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, hit the likes, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.